Okay, well, thank you all for coming. It's always amazes me the passion for this great rugby club, and so it's pretty great to see you, so many of you here. I can only echo what Tom has said in the press release we issued this morning. We're absolutely delighted to secure the services of Pat Lam. I think one of the young recognised coaches, not only currently but for the future. So he's been our number one target almost from the beginning, and so we're very, very impressed that we've got him over the line. And an added bonus for us is, of course, is that the team under Mark and his fellow coaches have had a dramatic improvement over the last month. So that's a added bonus for us in a very, very difficult period for us. We've demonstrated that we can compete at this level. We just need a little bit more, Mark, and we can get ourselves out of this difficulty we're currently in. So this is a great day for us at Bristol Rugby Club, for Bristol, and everybody supports the club, because to me, really, we've now closed the chapter and we open another very exciting chapter for the future. So I'll take any questions that you care to throw at me.
Chris, this move has caused a bit of consternation over in Ireland, where he's known as the special one, I understand. So how much did it take to persuade him to leave the Emerald Isle and come to Bristol?
Well, the process has been absolutely a two-way street. We identified him as one of our targets. We had a number of applicants, as I think we've been very clear, for this job, but we identified him very early as the sort of man that fits our profile. I think it's the youth, the enthusiasm, the energy that we saw very clearly could help us take this rugby club forward. But obviously he's done a very good job and doing very well. So I can understand why they're concerned at him leaving. But we've spent probably about 10 days toing and throwing over this. We've even been interviewed by his wife, which is quite a new experience for me. But I was obviously succeeded, along with Steve Gorvat. We succeeded in that, and she's also a delightful lady. So Pat is very much a family man, and I think we like to see ourselves as a family club. We have the Lansdowns as the owners of the club, very strong family. My family support this club through thick and thin. Everyone involved with my family comes to every game. So his profile and that family culture of his. And I think that's what he's done at Connaught. He's created that special culture of follow me and let's all do this together. And I think in a team game like rugby, that's very important to us.
Okay, the one downside of this, and with all due respect to Mark, who, as you say, the team has shown great improvements under his care, some supporters will maybe think you need somebody now. What would you say to them?
Obviously I would love him to be able to join us now, having made the decision. But I think what this demonstrates is that we're the Lansdowns and myself and the rest of the board very much are in this for the long term, and it's much more important to get the person who we believe can take us to where we really want to be. This is just a phase we're in because of the circumstances of getting out of the championship and struggling to be strong enough to stay up. So we wanted someone for the 3 to 5 years and maybe even longer that can make sure we establish ourselves in the top of the Premiership and in Europe. That's where we aim to be. So this was always going to be a decision, and why we've taken perhaps a little bit longer to make sure we had the right person that we had confidence could achieve that. So that's where we are, and we think that's right. Pat is an extremely honourable man, which I'm very attracted to. He says he has a contract with Connaught. He's going to honour that contract, and I respect that. The other half of me would love him to be here. Obviously, having made a decision, you want to get on with it, but we respect that. But I think, as I've already said, with what we've seen with Mark and his team over the last month, we feel confident that we will stay in this division. So it made that decision easier.
Yeah, Mark, from your point of view, this is a nice recognition of what you've done for the club, isn't it? But does it put you under a bit more pressure now to keep Bristol in the Premiership so that Pat Lam has something to take over?
I don't think it puts me under any more pressure. We know where we are, and we know what we've got to try and achieve over the coming months, and we can just focus on the next few games and build through that, and hopefully we get results that the players are aiming for and improving for, and we'll let everything else look after itself.
Do you know Pat Lam personally, Mark?
Not personally. I did coach against him a number of years ago in Ireland when he was with the Pacific Islands, but no, I don't know him personally.
So what, though, attributes will he bring to the job, do you think?
I mean, actually coaching in Ireland, he's done a tremendous job with Connacht. As you're all probably aware, they've not been the most favourable club or province in Ireland, and to go there and turn that club around and to win the Pro 12 as he did was a magnificent achievement. So, you know, he brings that culture and attitude to Bristol. I'm sure he'll do well.
Chris, finally from me, obviously Pat's not here today, but do you hope to bring him over to see some games before the end of the season?
Well, obviously he's contracted to his club. He's obviously welcome to come as a guest at any game he wishes. But we have to honour his current contractual position, and that's what we'll do. And as I've said, we are still very, very confident in Mark and his team, and I'm going to put a lot of pressure on him because he's going to keep us in this division.